Hello friends! I am so excited for today's project. I am standing in where hopefully by the end of the day, or the end of this video at least, is going to be my purple garden, which is going to border my beautiful stone patio. So if you missed the last video, we went shopping and we acquired all of these gorgeous plants that are going to be in my purple garden here. They're all whites and purples, and of course it's going to border my stone patio that we made together this season, which was a lot of hard work, but a lot of fun. I have so many exciting ideas for all of this. So I'm gonna start working while we go. This Russian sage smells so good. We had some rain and like this fell off, but that's okay because I can use it in a bouquet and as a dried flower. Really smells good. These ones are a little bit bendy, but I think they're still intact. Everything else looks okay. So basically I went through yesterday and I measured all of the plants and put them exactly where I want them to be based on their mature size and you know, how much they're going to spread out. I have one more bush that I bought online, so that's going to be coming for down there. So quick recap, if you didn't see my last video, I'm going to have a dark purple reblooming lilac down there. This is a sea green juniper. This is a lotus moon pearl bush, so it has these white flowers in the spring. Wintergreen boxwood, baby blue jean baby Russian sage bordering what's going to be my walkway here. Cookies and cream hibiscus. Flower got pummeled with rain last night. And fun fact that I learned about this is that it's actually not a bush, it's a perennial, so it's going to die down every fall and come back, but it gets big. It's like 3 to 4 feet wide and tall, so it gets that big every year on its own, as it matures at least. Another wintergreen boxwood, and then this is a midnight in Paris rose bush, which is very beautiful, and I have lots of new ones growing, so that's exciting. And yes, that one's not purple, but it is very light and I think it'll go well. I just really liked it. And last but not least, we have our wood chips that I'm going to be using as mulch. These are arborist wood chips. It's my first time doing it, but I've done a lot of research about it and I think that it's a really great option for what I'm going to be doing, such large scale new beds. I'm just going to need so much mulch because I'm going to be sheet mulching it. So just putting mulch, cardboard mulch right on top of all of the grass that's already here. And then by next spring, it should have all died down so that I can plant as normal. So my neighbor has graciously said that I can get more manure from his pile over there. But what's going to be interesting about this, I'm trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it. They say 8 to 12 inches of mulch for the sheet mulching. And I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but this is what we're thinking because I was talking with my mom last night. Because this ground is already low and I'm going to be putting the mulch up to bring it up to where the patio is. What I'm kind of thinking of doing for these plants is, I should not move them because they're very carefully placed. Instead of digging them and putting them in the ground and then putting mulch on top, that's gonna, like, obviously you don't want the mulch to cover up your actual plant. Since I'm putting in so much mulch, what I'm thinking of doing instead is basically, I'll rough up the ground a little bit, but then basically put the plants on the ground, and then instead of digging down, I'm gonna put dirt, kind of mound it all around the plants, and then fill in the rest with the mulch. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but that's kind of what we came up with as an idea of how to do this without burying the plants, these bushes and perennials down beneath 12 inches, 8 to 12 inches of mulch. So we're gonna try it out, see how it goes. Should be interesting. I do have to move this little rock with my tractor. And then after that, I think we can get going on it. My mom helped me move my big box here, and then I'm gonna put that back right here after we get everything else mulched. So I got that moved, but I have a couple areas that I kind of think I might dig deep a little bit, just kind of skim off some of the ground, because as it goes away from the patio, it goes up a little bit, and I want to be able to have enough room to do the full sheet mulching goodness of everything. So I think I'm going to dig just a little bit in some of the higher places, and then I'll have more room to put, you know, the 8 to 12 inches. Okay, so I feel like I have a decent start. Basically, I got everything out from around the outside, and then I put this little row of rocks because it's such a big hill here. I'm hoping that that might stop the mulch from sliding away in rainstorms. We'll see. The internet said to not put so much mulch on the hill. It said like 2 to 3 inches at the most. So we'll see how it goes. As I was doing it, you know, I've always said that I'm going to do 8 to 12 inches of mulch. I think I changed my mind. Mostly because that's for like sheet mulching. Okay, so there is obviously this patch of grass here and a little bit over there, but for the most part, we're really not smothering that much. And on the hill, I can't put 12 inches anyway. But I gotta believe that cardboard plus like 4 inches of mulch is gonna be enough to stop the weeds. I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe I should try to take a little bit more out of here. But I did get everything up against the patio is out, and I dug a little bit down here at the edge. But like I said, there wasn't really anything growing there to start with. So hopefully that will be to our benefit in this garden. So I'm gonna put my plants back where they were. I brought over some regular dirt here and some poop dirt here. Basically, the Russian sage is not liking good stuff, so I'm going to just use regular dirt, mound around there, and then I'll probably do a mixture, half and half, of both dirts for all of the rest of the plants. And I'm going to do that first, then put the cardboard on, then mulch over everything. And I like it too because having less of a big thickness of the mulch means that the dirt is closer. And I was feeling like a little questionable about just having the dirt so far below the mulch, because how can you plant anything and have it still be above ground, you know what I mean? So I'm going to plant down accordingly to how far down the ground is, if that makes any sense. We'll just do our best. I also have some allium bulbs that my mom gave me that I'm going to plant somewhere. There's actually a few different purple plants that I want to do maybe this fall. I have my chives in the front garden I want to put back here. And then those irises, which I've moved around 8 million times, they can actually have a home because I'm pretty sure they're purple. It's been a long time since I've seen them, but I'm pretty sure they're purple. So we'll put those in here, I guess, in the fall also. I drove over my tripod So if you fall over, that's why. This rose is very pretty. Okay, so this one I wanted here. Shucks. And then this one was more like here. If these grow out to their fullest size, I don't know if you can see me. If my sages grow out to their fullest size, it'll be like an 18-inch walkway, which I think would be really pretty to have them falling over on both sides. Gorgeous. And all the places, even if I'm planting them completely above ground, I'm still going to try to dig up the ground and make sure there's good loose areas for the roots to grow. It's rock central in here. Rock central everywhere I go. Could wear gloves for this spiky plant, but okay, I feel like that looks pretty good. I don't want anything to be, like I don't want the mulch to be up to the siding, so just under the siding is my goal. So that's what I'm looking at as I'm planting everything. Lots of nice manure. This is extra sandy over here with the being so close to the foundation. Okay, well, hopefully that'll be good. And then we'll mulch around her. So I'm going to plant all of these shrubs and bring over, oh my gosh, the rocks. Bring over the some more manure, just kind of to go around everywhere. And I'll just spread a layer of that everywhere except for the middle walkway here. And once I do all of that, we can start with the mulch, which is going to be the real game changer. So you guys saw all the benefits of rocky soil before when I was making the patio. And now you can see all the disadvantages because there are plenty of those as well. Seems so weird to not like have them deep in a hole, but it's what we're doing today. I'm gonna put more on, around these after, but I need to go get another load. Well, I will tell you one thing, guys. This is no joke. Like, it's a lot of work. I don't know how I somehow managed to get myself into a lot of work with every project that I do. And the ones that I think are going to be easier are just still, it's a lot of work. But it's coming along. So my battery had died, and so while you guys were charging, I spread out the manure a bit. So it's starting to look like a garden, believe it or not. And we kind of have an idea of the boundaries here. It looks at least somewhat straight. We can straighten it out a bit more with the mulch, but this is just kind of giving everything some nutrients, except for that which I don't want to have nutrients, which is these Russian sage and the walkway, because who needs it? And then over here, that's where my big patio box is gonna go. So, it's a good start. And next up is the cardboard, which I started to bring over. I don't know how much. I'm hoping I have enough. I feel like I have tons. I have more than this still, but I know it also takes a lot. So I'm gonna lay it all out, but what I'm thinking is I should go a little bit at a time instead of doing all the cardboard and then all of the mulch, because this way I can drive a bit more into it if I like start on the back and work my way up. So we'll see how it goes. I definitely don't have room for the 12 inches, but like I said, I actually don't have a lot of stuff growing here. So I think that having like 4 inches or whatever, it's gonna be more towards the back still and then less as I come up front, but that's okay because the back is where I also have more things growing. So I think it hopefully will work out. I feel like it's gotta do a lot with weed suppression with 4 inches or more of mulch, plus covering everything with cardboard. And the fact that there's nothing in there other than, you know, these big obvious bushes means that everything else is going to be weeds. So this year I can just keep weeding if more stuff comes up and then put down more mulch, you know, at the end of the season if I wanted to. So that's where we're at. I'm going to keep these boxes folded up like this. So that right there is a double layer, which is awesome. Putting these cardboard boxes from all my patio furniture to good use. So if you guys don't know, I work at a oil company, and for the last month or more, I've told them to save all the cardboard for me. And so we go through a lot of cardboard because all of the furnaces and everything that they get to install come in cardboard, and so therefore I've gotten quite a bit from that, which has been amazing. They keep asking me, Abby, do you still want cardboard? And I'm like, yeah, basically for all of eternity, I still want cardboard. Because I'm going to be making new garden beds for a while. Okay, but now I'm already nervous because those were 2 huge boxes and look how little it took up. This, I might not be able to have them folded up. Like I might have to open things up. I wonder if I should. These ones especially are very thick, and so as great as it would be to have them as a double layer, they are pretty thick as they are. It'd just be good to cover up the cracks in them, you know. Okay, let's see if we can get this around. I think this is going to work, and I'll just put my little boxes over the cracks as much as I can. Now for the first of the wood chip mulch, I'm excited to see how it looks. I'm gonna try to keep, like up until fall, I'm gonna try to keep this cardboard, like this whole area, moist as possible. That will help the cardboard to break down more, so then when I do plant a few more things in the fall, tentatively, hopefully I'll be able to, you know, dig right into it. Like I said in the last video, I'm just thrilled with the look of these chips because I really didn't know what I was gonna get, because they could have been a lot more fresh than this. These have definitely been sitting for a while, and so therefore, in my opinion, they look a lot more like mulch and a lot less like fresh wood chips. Now, of course, there are some bigger sticks in there and stuff, but I don't really mind that so much. So I'm putting a very thick layer. I do think over on this side, at least, I bet it's 6 or more inches. But I don't want to go, I want to be underneath my siding. So that's basically what I'm going to do. Whatever goes underneath the siding. It's going to look so nice when it's all done. And I think that next year, hopefully, the dirt will be nice as well. I had so many issues with weeds in my patio garden, but that was because I put it right in and then I like immediately worked with it. Whereas I think like in the front, by the bay window, I put some of this dirt and then I sheet mulched, or I mulched over it. And that area is really not coming up with very many weeds at all. So I think it'll be fine. I used this in the front garden too, and it wasn't an issue. Honestly, I think that the specific area that Mark got the dirt from for the patio garden was fresher than this stuff. I went all the way in the back, and I think that's a lot of the problem with the stuff that I have been having a lot of weeds in right around the stone wall. So I'm hoping that I won't have so many problems with this garden and other gardens that I'm gonna be doing. Careful. Careful, sweet, sweet sage in the way. Nice. Okay, well, I will continue this process. I'm still hoping to get this done tonight. We'll see if it happens or if I run out of energy and have to finish it tomorrow. But either way, it's looking so good. Okay guys, I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. I have been working on this for like 6 hours straight pretty much. I'm not quite finished, but I'm pretty darn close. So I will finish it up tomorrow. Of course, I will show you the final product, but I think it looks really, really gorgeous. That which is finished. And it's fun to walk through this walkway. I have to get some more stones, of course. I found that one and that works well, but I need more. But how beautiful, like to be able to walk through, you know, and then go to the patio, or even like friends if they come for a, you know, backyard party, to be able to walk through that beautiful walkway. And eventually, you know, I'm so excited for all of my plans, because you'll be able to walk through this and then, you know, go explore the other parts of the garden. And it's just really, really exciting. But this is like the first step of my backyard garden area, and so it's really, really exciting for me. Wow. I was looking around tonight as I was working, and genuinely it's hard to believe that this is the same place we started with. I just wanted to show you my hollyhocks because they're just gorgeous, dazzling beauties. Ugh. Mom has some white and like a lighter pinky purple one that I'm gonna get from her to put in my purple garden. But how gorgeous are these? They're like double headers, and they're just going crazy right now. So that's a lot of fun to enjoy. They've been going for probably a week or two now. So yeah, wow. And while we're at it, let's just take a quick look at the front of the house, because I was just looking and I'm like, how is this even my home? All of the hard work really does pay off. My sweet peas are blooming beautifully. Every day I'm like freakishly deadheading them because I'm terrified that they're gonna go to seed and stop being so pretty like that. So that's fun. Hello, Clive. But just the way the sun was beaming through, and it just, everything is so gorgeous. I love the golden hour lighting of the house as the sun sets. It's just absolutely magnificent. I also really love my ferns, my hanging ferns. I think I'm gonna do those until eternity. Ferns instead of flowers. They look amazing and they do so well there. So it's a beautiful, beautiful sight to behold. And I know the back garden is gonna grow just as beautifully and be such a dream to enjoy on the patio. Anyway, I'm quitting for the night. Clive keeps climbing up my legs, ouch. But also doesn't want me to hold him, so make up your mind. I really need to cut his fingernails. My goodness, Clive. So anyway, I will show you guys the finished product tomorrow. Hello, friends! So I just finished my purple garden. Take a look. Feels so good to be done. So down here, I actually decided to put some of that creeping thyme. I cut them actually, so they were in small containers and I cut those into 4s. So they're really small, but my thought was they're a really good like low spreader. So I was thinking I put them just on the very slopiest of the slope. And I'm hoping that over time they will grow into more of a mat on the slope part down here. So that will help hold the mulch in place, or eventually, you know, I won't need any mulch, but it'll just basically keep the weeds out and hold the ground in place where it is very slanted. And so it's not the best for growing things anyway. I'm hoping that that will work well. And I put them in little crevices here as we go down the steps as well, to hopefully keep the weeds out of these areas. Uh-oh, I wonder if there's one right here. Yep, sorry, buddy. I tried not to mulch all over them, but I missed this guy. But anyway, I'm hoping, because the weeds do come up here, so I would rather have something that I like come up instead of weeds. So that was my thought behind that. It could be really cute to have it spilling over this side. And we'll see how it goes. I might want to do more on the other side as well. or even maybe just get more to fill in this area. I wasn't exactly sure where I was gonna put it when I bought it, so I didn't know how much to get, but there's like 12 little spots of it, and I think it'll grow a lot bigger over time. That's why I'm glad that I'm getting it started this year and let it do what it can do this year, and then by next year hopefully it'll get even bigger. But it looks really good. I left a hole for my dark purple lilac that's coming tomorrow actually, or it's supposed to be at least. But look how amazing this looks. I am just so happy with it. What a difference from that rutted up side of the patio like this. Hopefully eventually this will turn into nice grass. Still more I need to do, like I have to figure out something for a border, which is always my least favorite part of dealing with the garden. And then I also have to get stepping stones for the pathway and move my big box over here. Then I'm gonna have a couple stepping stones to that as well. But for the most part, she's done. We'll keep working on the little things here and there. I'm so thrilled to have this planted and mulched. It looks amazing. I feel like there were several things I wanted to tell you guys. I know some people had asked why I didn't make the patio the full length of the house. Well, for one, ouch, that's like another third bigger. Sounds terrible. But also I wanted to have the garden here. But as always, my main reason for not, I'm very careful with how I do everything here. Because like I've said in the past, sorry, I don't have my tripod out here. Like I've said in the past, this area here is the only part of the house that I could possibly build off of if I ever did want to do a master bedroom kind of thing, which I don't really want to do right now, but I want it to be open as an option in the future, which would still be a pain because I have all these plants here and bushes and stuff, but you can move bushes. It's just kind of a pain versus having a stone patio. I mean, you can tear that out, but why? Ouch. After all that hard work, heck to the no. So that's why I'm very careful about not putting anything that I find to be very permanent here in this area, just in case I do ever decide to build on in the future. Worst case scenario, I have to move a few bushes. But I also don't want that to stop me from enjoying this space now. So I'm really happy about what we've got going on. I think it's gonna be absolutely gorgeous. It's gonna grow up to big, lush, beautiful plants. And of course, I'm gonna put a bunch more perennials in down the road. But what a beautiful thing to enjoy while sitting on a beautiful patio. It's just absolutely delightful. So I'm thrilled about it. We have so many exciting things going on here in the landscaping, and look at all of these wood chips that are left over that we're gonna have to be making more garden beds very soon because I don't want these piles here forever. I like the idea of having some extra because I think I might have to fill in more, you know, as it sinks down, and I want to have a place on hand that I can have extra wood chips here. I'm thrilled with these wood chips. Like the idea that I can do this all the time for 20 bucks, a dump trailer load. Like that is so much better than buying bags of mulch. I can save so much money and I think it looks really nice. But anyway, we have lots of fun things ahead on A Drill and a Dream, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and tap the bell to stay notified. This whole landscape is going to be transformed in front of your eyes, just like the house was. Can't wait to see it, and I hope you guys can't either. I will see you guys next time on A Drill and a Dream.